the point is we need so much cannabis right now, and the scale of like total like recovery need for PTSD is so awesome, for depression is so awesome, for positive enrichment and this invigoration, that it makes me feel like peppier, you know, and I'm more like go get 'em and feel like great about a lot of stuff, you know, if you focus on like, I think if we manifest like what's positive in our lives, like what are our, you know, what do we have like that were our interests, and you know, if pot helps like 30% of creative people like feel themselves more clearly and understand they're like a positive, it's never like stringently just like a bad, you know, it doesn't automatically like deteriorate your, you know, there's so few side effects, and we really need safe medication, and we should really be hearing from patients rights advocates when the Cleveland Clinic neurological summit this weekend. This started Sunday, and at the Center for Global Health Innovation and my community fat balance strategy organization, Omega Fats Action Network, worked with salad farmers to get enrichment message out for what we feel is to be the priority for the hospital food services providers to have brain supportive nutritional wellness prioritized in these clinical care environments, just to lead by example, but also have general public brain food reminders. Like, this is what I've been fighting for with my buddy here, James. And we have James, you know, local folk heroes of our time. We made some historical statements at the Republican debates. We got in the Guardian at the thousands of people at the Parma 4th of July parade saw our one and only civil rights action that occurred behind Senator Portman's procession in the wonderful, wonderful parade. We had so much fun, and it was so great. I wish I had brought like 5 times more cards because we were out of cards, and now like my wagon was taken at the Act on Fats Adams board action, that we've been party to 2 peaceful meetings with the Adams board to you know, I've been really nice, like, even though I feel like I do have a justice standing to be protesting the prolonged oppression of my farming rights reflected in federal law with regards to a non-drug definition for industrial hemp in the Controlled Substances Act that assures any hemp program has commercial productionable, anyone has a right to be sprouting rights. And then we stand for our sprouting rights, but in the larger picture of things, we understand that like plant protein source diversity and fat balance strategy, where hemp is very useful and such a functional food for energy snacks and breakfasts. And when we need vegan breakfasts in the psych wards and the jails, primarily looking at resource issues and how much avian flu is devastated, manure runoff is devastated, and now this like World Health Organization carcinogen warning with regards to so many meat products, and that we're still, you know, acting on sheer just hopefulness that the Surgeon General will step in with the Climate Resiliency Task Force and help the HHS implement a hospital's manure runoff mitigation, water quality protection, climate resiliency stewardship, agricultural just regeneration. We have to make it just so pro-plant, and one of the holdups not only is the not enough bad fats warning, because bad fats is a huge part of what's throwing off fat balance, obviously. And while I'm obsessed with fat balance, and while Omega-3 Fats Action Network, actonfats.com is obsessed with fat balance, we've also opened ourselves up to other healing modalities that make so much sense with our PTSD priority right now in the federal government, that Obama has signed into law, like bending over backwards to help these veterans, and that our most with it healing people, nutritional wellness, and just responsible, active healers in our community that have so many like particularly healthy things that could help in like many particular ways that were needed to unite and work with the Cleveland Clinic Wellness and nutritionally oriented functional food medicine department to appropriately approach any nutrition education being afforded to just an average Sodexo run, UH run psych ward. That is like my only experience, but I've heard of like my experience was probably much nicer than the many who you get 3 donuts and their PTSD is worse because they're fucking mistreated somehow in the psych wards, and it's so cruddy. And we don't need that. We just want to cleanse and clarify.
You get 3 donuts?
Share to unify. Make it a political priority. To act on fats, please check out our work related to fat balance recovery in the psych wards with Eat the Rainbow activists and gardeners. Sustainable Foodies delight throughout in our politically oriented program that's engaging topics of sheer relevance at this time. Thank you so much. Act on Fats, and join us, Omega Fats Action, on Facebook and Twitter as we encourage as many oceans leaders and as well as hemp, flax, chia leaders. We want, if the fishing people are so excited about the sustainability of their fish products, why aren't we hearing about their suggestions for sustainable omega-3s? This should be before the it should be for the Agriculture Committee of the U.S. House and Senate. And that it's ridiculous. That's what we're absolutely going to call for on Monday and Tuesday when I'll be there with at the U.S. Senate with an Eat for Life, Eat the Rainbow priority coalition built on the belief that fat balance is a key role in a mental health indicator that we can use, prioritize, and adapt to like the needs to adjust our diets where possible. If fat balance strategy is going to make somebody feel better, their quality of life or their digestive system or their cognitive functions, we're rooting for that. And just, I know I feel so much better having some omega-3s in my diet and having clean plant fats in my diet. So